Hi, my name is Charity Majors. I'm the founder and creator of the Beauty Pageant Revolution, where I coach women to own their message, to build their movement so that they can execute their mission and stand out, shine bright, and change the world. I, like you, am a fellow pageant competitor and love the way that pageantry challenges us and encourages us and draws out in us as women to grow into the best version of ourselves. Now, what I found though, when I first started, and it's even still now that as I coach with women and as I talk with women, that a lot of people still think that we need the perfect rehearsed answer and that we need to sound like we have it all together and look like we have it all together so that we fit into this perfect definition of what it means to be a title holder. Well, that couldn't be farther from the truth, and I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did in the past, so keep watching. When I first started in pageantry, I had actually become really successful right off the bat. Now, a lot of people think, oh, well, okay, it's easy to do. Someone else can win their first time. But what they don't know is my backstory. I had actually done a lot of work in the personal development world, in the branding world, in the business world, in networking, and even in speaking and becoming an author before I'd gotten into pageantry. And so a lot of my journey in getting over the comparison and the feeling like I'm not enough and working over a lot of the junk that I had inside had been done beforehand. So when I then got into pageantry, I won my first pageant. But because I was then so new, when I went to nationals, I took a lot of other people's advice and I tried to practice the perfect answer and I wore what I thought the judges would want to see and I said what I thought the judges would want to say, and I showed up as who I thought the judges would want to see, which was completely opposite from who I really was. And what I found in a lot of my leadership training and communication training and nonverbal communication coaching is that within our subconscious, that actually creates a disconnect with someone else. When we don't show up authentically as who we are in our best self, when we show up as someone else and how we think that they want to see us, when we show up in something that we think that they want to see, when we show up with the perfect answer and sound like a robot, that isn't what the world is craving. The world is craving real, and they're creating the depth and the substance of who we are, especially as women, and the power and the grace that we can own and the change that we can make with the title. And so what I really found was that when I didn't make even the top 15 in finals at nationals, I knew why. And a lot of people, when they saw me on stage, they were like, oh, for sure, like Charity, like she's in the top, and I didn't make it. And I knew why. And it was because I had shown up inauthentically as the version of what I thought that someone else wanted me to be, or what I even thought that other coaches and directors thought that they wanted me to be. And it hurt because I really saw the potential of what the impact and the influence can do when it comes to being a title holder and having that crown and being able to serve and make a difference on a bigger capacity. And that desire was still there in my heart. So after a couple years of taking a break and doing even more work on myself and personality tests and coaches and communication and writing another book and all of this different stuff, I dove back into the pageant world and ended up earning a national title and competing at Mrs. World. And I was so excited, but I actually ended up making the top 5 and becoming one of the top finalists. And I truly, truly believe that it was because I showed up as the best version of myself. I showed up authentically in the clothes that made me feel like myself. They matched the inside and the outside with the message that matched the inside and the outside. I didn't rehearse answers. I didn't come with this cookie cutter rehearsed thing that I wanted to say on stage or to the judges. I showed up in authenticity with the depth and the substance and the understanding of who I am as a woman, who I am in my most authentic, beautiful, and powerful self. And I shared that part with the judges. And I learned how to connect with them on that subconscious level. So now, with not only the coaching and the training that I've gone through, I am wanting to share my secrets with you, because this knowledge isn't good enough just for me, and it's not meant for just me. It's meant to share with others, because what if the message that you have is for just a time as this? And what if the crown and the sash, which yes, amplifies every single message that we have, could amplify your message and your mission and create a movement within your community or your state or your nation, because you now know how to connect with the judges on a real level. You've gotten rid of the layers that guard your heart so that you can have that deep and authentic conversation with the judges, so that they are looking for you on stage, so that they are waiting for you, so that they feel that connection with you. And when you jump on that stage, they are ready to write down your name as the title holder. Well, good thing for you is that that's what I'm teaching women how to do, especially unpack their message, especially unpack that nonverbal communication, and how to really create that deep connection with the judges. I'm doing it in my Pageant Interview Secrets 14-day challenge, where you can get the link below, check out more information, and see if this challenge is right for you. We start soon, so be sure to check out the details.